So I want to talk to you about 5 secrets of successful CEOs, both from my own experience and also from all these CEOs that I've interviewed for Huffington Post, which was just a really fun project, by the way. You know, not pushover, you know, perfect, you know, middle ground, you know, lots of respect. But, you know, it's not this kind of macho CEO, you know, you're going to be fired if you don't do what I say. You know, I mean, there are those CEOs out there. I don't want to say a bad word. I can't say it. Can I? I can't. No. No. Okay. Yes, you know, there are mean people out there who are CEOs, and there are very kind and generous and loving people who are CEOs, just like the rest of the population. My main job is to be what I want my company to be. That was a big thread that was common with all of them, is that when you hire the right person, the most important thing when you hire somebody is that they share your values. That they share, you know what your values are, and that the people that you hire share your values. And that is above skills or anything else. So you have a stop sign here. I would like you to rip it to tiny pieces. Okay? A true CEO is unstoppable. Okay? I could sit here and tell you stories of the colossal mistakes, failures, ridiculous contracts that I've gotten myself into. Okay? I just want to say that the tragedies, the setbacks, you know, all this stuff, we all go through it, okay? And the faster you're driving the race car, the bigger you want to play. Guess what? The bigger the tumbles are also. And you just remember this stop sign and just rip it up. So these are drama masks. You have those? Okay. I'd like you to rip them up into tiny pieces. What drama is, really, it's taking a circumstance, right? We all have circumstances in our lives, good, bad, ugly, whatever. It's putting a meaning to that circumstance, okay? Then it's allowing your emotions to inflate, okay, right? Because drama really on stage, you have to be bigger than life. I know this from opera singing, okay? That it doesn't belong in your business, okay? And I'm going to give you a couple strategies to not have the drama be around. And do you know, here's how you know your systems are working. Do you know an hour later, my manager called me, they met their sales goal. An hour later after I was out, I was crying. It was, I mean, really very, very moving. That's how you know you have the right staff. If you yourself can be dramatic, take them down, okay, and they pick up, okay, where they left off. You know, oh, I don't have money, so, you know, I've got no money coming in, so I can't delegate. Well, then you got to get creative. You know, you barter, you get interns, you pay somebody on commission only until your company starts making money. I mean, there's just all kinds of things you can do. But then again, if you don't have any money, have you checked your business model? You know, is your business model mathematically sound? Okay, that's, you know, something to go back to. So that's just like the first reason out of the 10. The answer to how I do it all is I don't. I don't do it all. I just don't. I have 27 employees. I have a personal assistant. I have a loving husband, a loving daughter, a great family, those relationships I still held on to. Okay. I have my 7-figure club. I have Savor the Success. I have support teams in everywhere in my life. I do a very reasonable amount of work, very reasonable. Everything else is my team.
My guest for today is Melody Stevens of TimeMillionaire.com. She has so many businesses, like 4 or 5. She runs music schools. She's about to open up a preschool here in the New York City region. And she's got Time Millionaire. She has a coaching practice. And she really helps women to build 6-figure businesses while not losing their lives. She's also an editor for the Huffington Post, where she interviews CEOs and learns all their secrets. We are going to get some of the inside scoop. Welcome, Melody Stevens.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
So Melody, why don't you tell me, was there something that was very interesting that stuck out for you when you were interviewing these CEOs?
I had this, I think, false assumption about CEOs that I think a lot of us share, that they're a member of this separate elite group somewhere on high, and they're CEOs of these big companies, and they're kind of untouchable and unreachable. And so I think that one of the most interesting things for me was when I interviewed them, their generosity of spirit, you know, was really, really apparent. You know, the generosity of spirit went two ways. They were also very curious about me, and they asked me a lot of questions, and most of them asked me for advice, which I found very interesting. I mean, you know, one of the CEOs, he had a $4.9 billion company. You know, that's their annual revenue. This is Mike McNally of Skanska USA. And, you know, and he was asking me questions. And, you know what he said to me? He said, well, you know, I'm actually competing with really great bosses like you. I was like, all right. Okay, talk to me more. And he was just gushing with enthusiasm for his company. Their motto for Corner Bakery Cafe is feed the day. And he was like, yeah, if there's a soccer game, we're there. If there's a church function, we're there. If a new gym opens, we're there with our samples of healthy food.